Hello, beautiful people. I just want to share the latest developments for baby James Ryker Biel. And it's a message that I want to read. And while I'm doing that, you can look here and see, unfortunately, the sad picture of baby James Ryker Biel. He is not alive here in this picture. There's some documents here. This is all in the Justice for James Facebook group, okay? Please join, show love, just share, spread awareness like we do, and please sign the petition to help get this case read. Now, I'm just going to read a little bit of this because we can look at it more in time, and Kara is going to come on and talk to us more, but just to give you an overview of how big this is. This is a discharge record from the hospital for August 9th, 2019. And it says rectal prolapse is a rare finding among young children and may be due to a variety of etiologies, including significant constipation and straining, dysfunctional stooling patterns, underlying medical diagnosis like IBD, polyps, neurologic abnormalities, infections, and trauma. Per report from OSH, at the time of initial evaluation of prolapse, no identified injuries were noted on exam, which does not exclude the possibility of sexual abuse/rectal trauma. Caregivers have reported constipation history and large stools, straining, which reportedly occurred prior to initial prolapse. No polyps or other abnormalities seen during surgical procedure at OSH, including sigmoidoscopy. Sorry, it's a little blurry, y'all, so I have to squint. Certainly, there are environmental concerns that may increase risk for maltreatment. Multiple prior DCFS and police reports, history of domestic violence, report to DCFS regarding father accessing child pornography, prior allegations of sexual abuse which have been unfounded. While this presentation of rectal prolapse is not... I'm sorry, oh, it's Kara. Hold on, you guys. I gotta answer Kara. Okay, you guys. So, just a quick update. Kara is having some issues with um accessing StreamYard because of the Wi-Fi in the area right now. So we'll still have her, but she'll be most likely on the phone call with me. Just to update. Either way, it was going to be audio only. So that's what that was about. And let me back up a little bit. While this presentation of rectal prolapse is not specific to sexual abuse, penetrative rectal trauma remains a consideration. We'll follow results of STI testing and have communicated with DCFS law enforcement, and that's a slash, and law enforcement, that if any results indicate infection or if sibling makes a disclosure that increases the likelihood of abuse, further recommendations/assessment may be made. Please page with questions. So this was the attending physician, excuse me. I have spent the greater part of 40 minutes in consultative discussion and review of data in the medical record. Greater than 50% of this time was spent on medical consultative discussion regarding diagnostic evaluation, follow-up, and coordination of care. So with all that said, from the hospital, Lurie Children's, it says, it's all there. So how is it that Palatine won't reopen the case? How is it that they ever thought this was a natural death in the first place? With even the possibility that somebody sexually assaulted without going through every possibility. I don't get it. They didn't do all those checks. And even when they were notified, they didn't do it. DCFS or law enforcement. Here's a post from Kara. I always say Kara, I'm sorry. Kara is her name. She said the comments from DCFS and the Palatine police are so damaging in this article. The next article, you guys. How can DCFS state that they have no credible evidence in regards to child abuse when they have evidence of a cervical spinal cord injury and an incarcerated prolapsed rectum the size of an orange with no natural explanation? How? That's what we want to know. That's why we're here for justice. She said to them, enough is enough. You have evidence that my son was raped and killed. Do your damn job. Exactly. That's how we feel right now. All in unison. This is just a little snippet of Kara out at her protest. You ladies look awesome. Yes. Mama power. Parent power. Investigate James's unnatural death. Absolutely. We demand the truth. Justice for James. In the middle on the bullhorn is Miss Kara Witkowski, one of my heroes. Such a strong woman. And all she wants is justice for James. She's going to tell us more about the protest, and I certainly will dig deeper, but I just wanted to give a preview for everybody who may not have heard earlier her whole story. She was happy that somebody got in on this. They just made this article on the 7th of July. So it looks like it's catching wind, which is awesome. So let me read the article. The mother of a 2-year-old Palatine boy who died in October 2019 is demanding the Palatine Police Department look further into the case. The woman, along with supporters, held a protest outside the police station Friday, July 2nd, and plan to organize 2 more this month. Yes, and we have that information. I'm just paraphrasing. I'm going to get down to where she says, I am asking for the police department to reopen the investigation because you cannot have a sudden child death, she said. A cervical spinal cord injury could not have happened without an incident. He was a healthy 2-year-old boy who could not have just randomly died of natural causes with an unknown reason. She claims her son was assaulted prior to his death and has medical records to prove her claim. Police said the incident was investigated by their Department of Children and Family Services and the Cook County Medical Examiner's Office, adding the Medical Examiner's Office completed its investigation and determined the cause of death to be undetermined, with the manner of death to be natural causes. DCFS completed their investigation and found no credible evidence of child abuse or neglect, police said. Police added that the findings of those investigations, along with the department's own independent investigation, found no evidence of a crime. So they closed the case exceptionally after multiple autopsies were performed. That's what the police said. Anyway, this is not a closed investigation. We just need further evidence to proceed right now. What the hell else do y'all need? Seriously, his rectum was falling out. Y'all know this kind of stuff. Y'all know what it does to me. So I'm straight like that. What else do you want? How much do these babies have to go through before you get them the hell out of these situations? And even when they die from these situations, you leave another child in the home? Talk about you don't have enough proof? What I just read to y'all, that autopsy report or that discharge report, that's enough. Now we are rolling through some of the photos from the protest. Beautiful Kara and beautiful friend. James deserves justice. Damn right. He opened the death investigation of James Ryker Biel, 10/6/2017 to 10/31/2019. Justice for James. He had just turned 2 years old, y'all. Kind of monster. Justice for James. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Kara on her bullhorn. Justice for James. Yell it. Scream it from the mountaintops. That's power. That's strength, y'all, right there. Reopen the death investigation of James Ryker Biel. Justice for James Ryker Biel. Chicago Activist Coalition for Justice. Love it. Please join us. Okay, make a change. The next one would be July 9th and then July 30th between 4 and 8 p.m. If you're in the area, that's going to be at the Palatine Police Department. Okay, she's taking the fight to the front door. There's also, let me find it. Right here. And if you look at the top of my screen here, James Needs Justice. That's the Facebook group for the virtual protest. It says virtual protest group. That's where we are now. James Needs Justice. We also have Justice for James. I'll put that in the description. Please join those groups and show some love and support, if nothing else. Wearing my blue for James. I love it. So we're going to be doing blue hearts. Blue hearts for James. I love it. Now, we're going to give Kara the floor. This is just a little bit of the protest. And she's going to talk to us some more about it. There's more videos on James Needs Justice. That's hashtag James Needs Justice Facebook group. Okay, please show some love.
Live!
My son has the right to
Live!
My son has the right to live!
Live!
What would take it from us? What would take it from us? What would take it from us? Are we okay with this?
No!
Why are we here today?
Justice!
For who?
James Ryker Biel!
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 Say his name! James Ryker Biel!
Say his name!
James Ryker Biel!
Say his name!
James Ryker Biel!
Say his name!
Ryker Biel!
Say his name!
James Ryker Biel!
Say his name!
James Ryker Biel!
Say his name!
James Ryker Biel!
Say his name!
Ryker Biel!
Say his name!
James Ryker Biel!
Say his name!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Today!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
Thank you for going to court.
There you go.
Please go on to Justice for James. Please sign our petition, a petition that currently has over 18,000 signatures.
Woo!
These are people from all over the world that are taking the time out of their day to sign this petition and demand that my son's death investigation be open.
Yes. Open that case!
Open that case! Open that case!
Open the case!
Open the case! Open the case! Open the case! Open the case! Open the case! That's right.
Be his voice! Speak for those that can't speak for themselves!
Be his voice!
Absolutely.
My son could not speak at the time of his death. He was only 2 years old. We are here to speak for him.
That's right!
To be his voice. I am his mother who has been grieving the death of her child for 2 years. And I have made him born.
Oh, Lord.
Who can ignore me now? No one. And if I have to come out here and I have to do this, whether there is an army behind me or not, I will stand here and I will stand tall and I will demand that my son gets the justice that he deserves.
Justice for James!
Justice for James! Justice for James! Justice for James!
Justice for James. That's right.
Justice for James!
Say it loud.
Justice for James! Justice for James!
Say his name.
Absolutely.
Say his name.
Powerful.
Say his name. You guys, there should be so many more people out there.
This is why
Nothing but love for everybody that showed up. Her voice is loud. They hear her.
Say his name!
James Ryker Biel!
Say his name!
James Ryker
Her Biel.
Say his name!
Her Biel.
Say his name!
James Ryker Biel!
Say his name!
James Ryker Biel!
Love it.
Name!
James Ryker Biel!
Say his name!
James Ryker Biel!
Say his name!
James Ryker Biel!
Say
Her,
his name!
James Ryker Biel!
Say 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 his name!
his name.
James Ryker Biel!
Say his name!
James Ryker Biel!
Say his name!
James Ryker Biel!
Heartbreaking. Bittersweet.
You couldn't be out here today. Please take a minute to share this video. We want to get the word out about James Ryker Biel's death and why Palatine Police Department is not reopening his case. Please take a minute to share. Share it on any page you have that you can share it on. Any group that will allow you to share it, please.
We are not afraid! We are not afraid!
I love you.
We are not afraid! We are not afraid! We are not afraid! We are not afraid! What do we seek? Justice for James! What do we seek?
Justice
Yeah.
for James!
What do we seek?
Justice for James!
When do we want
Now.
justice?
Now. That's pain and passion right there.
There is a carnival right now? You're going tomorrow?
We're gonna walk over that way to the carnival.
All right, we're gonna go live again, and as soon as I'm not gonna walk with you guys live. So as soon as we get over there, we'll go live again. Please keep sharing this, please. Hey!